Eamonn Holmes and Isabel Webster engage in heated debate over journalist John Wertheim's comments about Barbora Krejcikova's forehead on GB News. During a recent GB News broadcast, a conversation about Wimbledon champion Barbora Krejcikova took an unexpected turn when Eamonn Holmes took a swipe at his co-star, Isabel Webster. The discussion was about a controversial comment made by journalist John Wertheim, who mocked the tennis player's appearance. The dispute over John Wertheim's comments. The conversation began when the hosts and Paul Coit, who was delivering the latest sports news, discussed Wertheim's on-air remarks about Krejcikova's forehead. Paul showed a clip of Wertheim joking about the size of the tennis star's forehead during live coverage. He asked, "Is that a huge deal? He's gone because he's like, look at the forehead, what do you think?" Isabel responded by saying that she found the comments unnecessarily harsh. However, Eamonn, known for his sharp wit, immediately responded with a remark aimed at her, saying, "You're just speaking as a woman with a big forehead." The comment caught everyone off guard and added fuel to the fire of the conversation. Isabel and Eamonn's clash. The debate continued as Isabel took a stand against the focus on Krejcikova's physical appearance. "She can't do anything about it, you know, she's got a big forehead, why is that an interesting part of her?" Isabel said. She also noted how women's appearances are often unfairly scrutinized in the media. Eamonn, on the other hand, disagreed with Isabel's perspective. He argued that it wasn't about women in particular but about anyone who stands out or is different in some way. "If I went out in tennis shorts, all people would be talking about is my appearance," he quipped. Despite their differences, Isabel continued with the rest of the headlines without missing a beat. Krejcikova's response and Wertheim's apology. Barbora Krejcikova soon responded to Wertheim's remarks, expressing her disappointment that her appearance was being discussed instead of her performance. She shared her thoughts on X, formerly Twitter, saying, "As an athlete who has dedicated herself to this sport, it was disappointing to see this type of unprofessional commentary." She also emphasized the importance of respect in sports media and the need to focus on athletes' talents rather than their looks. Wertheim, who has since been taken off the air, apologized for his comments. He explained that the joke was made in a private rehearsal but accidentally aired during a live broadcast. Though this was a private rehearsal, this exchange inadvertently and without context made it to live air, he wrote on X, acknowledging that it was unprofessional and apologizing for his words. Tennis Channel's response following the incident. Tennis Channel issued a statement apologizing to Krejcikova and confirming that Wertheim had been removed from the network indefinitely. The network reaffirmed their commitment to professionalism and respect, adding, "Tennis Channel holds its employees to a standard of respectfulness for others at all times, a standard that was not met in this moment." Wertheim also apologized publicly, taking full responsibility for the comments. This controversy sheds light on the growing discussion around body image and professionalism in sports media. London, UK. A heated debate broke out live on air this week on GB News between presenters Eamonn Holmes and Isabel Webster after a controversial comment by journalist John Wertheim about tennis star Barbora Krejcikova's appearance. The exchange, which occurred during a discussion on the ongoing British tennis circuit, saw the two veteran broadcasters take opposite sides over a remark made by Wertheim regarding Krejcikova's forehead. The incident has ignited a public furore, drawing attention to how discussions of athletes and their appearances are handled in the media. Wertheim, an established sports journalist known for his insightful commentary, made an offhand remark during an interview on a separate program that was picked up and subsequently discussed by Holmes and Webster on GB News. Wertheim had commented that he believed Krejcikova's prominent forehead was something that stood out about her appearance, causing many on social media to label his statement as inappropriate. Holmes and Webster, who were co-hosting the segment, quickly found themselves divided on the matter. Holmes, known for his bluntness and outspoken views, seemed to downplay the controversy, stating that Wertheim's comment was harmless, and that athletes, particularly those in individual sports like tennis, often receive comments on their looks as part of their public profile. Holmes argued that this was a common feature of celebrity culture and sports media, where appearance is often discussed alongside athletic performance. "I just don't think we should be getting all wound up about it," Holmes remarked, his tone dismissive of the backlash. "Athletes like Barbora Krejcikova are in the public eye all the time, and people make comments about their looks, their outfits, even their hairstyles. It's part of the deal. It's not malicious, and John Wertheim certainly wasn't intending to insult her." However, Isabel Webster was not in agreement. Webster, a journalist and broadcaster known for her measured and empathetic approach, took immediate issue with the comment. She argued that such remarks, while perhaps intended lightly, contribute to a culture of body shaming, particularly when it comes to female athletes. Webster raised concerns about how often women in sports are judged for their physical appearance rather than their skills or achievements. "I think what John Wertheim said was inappropriate and, frankly, unnecessary," Webster said, visibly frustrated. "When it comes to female athletes, there's a long history of commentators focusing on their looks, especially in comparison to their male counterparts. Why does Barbora Krejcikova's forehead even come up in a conversation about her tennis abilities? It distracts from her incredible achievements on the court." The discussion became more heated as the two co-hosts continued to spar. Holmes, who has often been criticized for his sometimes blunt or controversial remarks, seemed unmoved by Webster's concerns, suggesting that the issue had been blown out of proportion. On the other hand, Webster emphasized the importance of respecting athletes' privacy and individuality, pointing out that women in particular were often subjected to unfair scrutiny over their appearances. "It's not just about one comment," Webster continued. "It's about the cumulative effect of a culture that normalizes this kind of commentary. We need to be more conscious of how we talk about women, especially in sports, where they're already up against so much. It's not just a casual observation, it's a part of a bigger problem." Holmes, while acknowledging Webster's point about body image issues, was adamant that Wertheim's comment wasn't part of any larger societal issue but was simply a remark made in passing. "I'm not defending the comment, but I don't think John Wertheim intended to harm anyone," Holmes countered. "It's just a casual observation that got taken the wrong way. I don't see how this should overshadow Krejcikova's success." The role of social media in shaping public opinion. As the debate raged on, social media began to heat up as well. Fans of Krejcikova, as well as many social commentators, quickly took to platforms like Twitter and Instagram to voice their displeasure over Wertheim's comments, many pointing out how often women athletes are objectified and reduced to their appearances. Some even argued that the ongoing trend of focusing on the looks of female athletes detracted from their accomplishments and made it more difficult for women to be seen as serious professionals. #respect Barbora Krejcikova began trending on Twitter, with users sharing posts about the Czech tennis star's prowess on the court, countering Wertheim's remark with praise for Krejcikova's skill and determination. Krejcikova herself, who is known for her stoic nature and focused approach to the game, did not publicly comment on the situation. However, many of her fans were quick to stand by her, arguing that she should be celebrated for her performance, not her physical features. The controversy also raised questions about the role of broadcasters and journalists in the age of social media, where public figures and their comments are more scrutinized than ever before. Critics have pointed out that the internet amplifies comments, turning offhand remarks into full-blown public relations crises. The incident also highlighted a broader discussion about how broadcasters should handle sensitive topics and whether more thought should go into how certain comments are framed, especially when it comes to issues of gender, race, and appearance. The impact on GB News and broadcast standards. As the debate unfolded on GB News, the network found itself at the center of the conversation. Some viewers praised the lively exchange between Holmes and Webster as an example of good television, a dynamic, engaging debate that captured viewers' attention and sparked important discussion. Others, however, felt that the tone of the conversation was unprofessional, especially as it seemed to trivialize a serious issue. The GB News team has not yet officially commented on the debate, though sources within the network have indicated that the incident has prompted internal discussions about how to better navigate sensitive topics. Some insiders have noted that while Holmes and Webster's differing opinions made for compelling viewing, the episode could have been handled more delicately, especially given the emotional weight of the subject matter. The episode also raises broader questions about the responsibility of broadcasters to ensure that their programming upholds certain standards of respect and professionalism. As broadcasters grapple with the demands of attracting viewers and maintaining ratings, there is an increasing recognition that discussions around gender, body image, and personal appearance need to be handled with greater care. Krejcikova's legacy and the bigger picture. Despite the heated debate about Wertheim's comment, one thing is clear: Barbora Krejcikova's legacy in tennis remains unaffected. A Grand Slam champion, Krejcikova has consistently proven herself as one of the most skilled and resilient players on the women's circuit. Her victories at the French Open and Wimbledon, along with her achievements in doubles and mixed doubles, have solidified her place in the sport's history. While her appearance may have been the subject of a fleeting comment, Krejcikova's real accomplishments remain her unmatched work ethic, mental toughness, and determination on the court. As the discussion continues, many believe it's important to refocus attention on the talents and triumphs of female athletes, moving away from unnecessary critiques of their looks and instead celebrating their skills and successes. This incident has brought to light the ongoing challenges that women face in the world of sports and entertainment, but it has also underscored the importance of dialogue and reflection in the media. The conversation sparked by Holmes and Webster's debate is a step toward a broader understanding of how we discuss women in sports, not just for their physical attributes, but for their extraordinary achievements.